Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Today, I'm excited to take you through the Drone Rules 2025 Complete Guide. We'll explore how India's drone ecosystem is evolving and what the new draft Civil Drone Bill 2025 means for all of us involved in the drone industry. From owners and operators to manufacturers, trainers, and hobbyists, this presentation will help you understand the transformative changes coming your way. We'll cover how to stay compliant, avoid penalties, and unlock new opportunities in India's rapidly growing drone revolution. So let's get started. Welcome, everyone. Today, I want to talk about why new rules are necessary for India's rapidly growing drone industry. As many of you know, this sector has seen explosive growth across a variety of fields. From last-mile delivery and precision agriculture to surveillance operations and even recreational flying, drones are becoming part of our daily lives. With this rapid expansion, it's clear that we need comprehensive regulatory frameworks to ensure everything runs smoothly and safely. That's where the 2025 draft bill comes in. It replaces the earlier drone rules from 2021 and 2022, introducing much-needed enhancements. These include improved safety protocols, stronger security measures, and clearer accountability standards, all designed to better govern this dynamic ecosystem. Now, it's very important to highlight that non-compliance with these regulations can have serious consequences. Penalties include imprisonment and hefty financial fines. So, understanding and adhering to these rules isn't just about legality. It's about ensuring the safe and responsible growth of our drone industry. This sets the stage for the overall theme of responsible innovation and regulation in this presentation. Let's talk about the scope and applicability of these regulations. First, coverage. Basically, all civil drones or unmanned aircraft systems weighing under 500 kilograms are included under these rules. This means if you're flying a drone for commercial or recreational purposes and it falls under that weight, these regulations apply to you. Moving on to stakeholders, this isn't just about the drone itself. Owners, operators, manufacturers, sellers, trainers, and even insurance providers all have a role in complying with these rules. It's a comprehensive approach that involves everyone involved in the drone ecosystem. Now, regarding exemptions. Military drones and aircraft that weigh more than 500 kilograms are excluded because they operate under different frameworks. But here's an important point. Even tiny drones, like micro-drones or hobby quadcopters, are not exempt. No matter the size, if they fall within the scope of civil regulations, they need to comply. And this highlights a key theme. Regulatory compliance is universal. Size doesn't exempt a drone from these rules, which underscores the importance of understanding and adhering to the regulations regardless of the drone type or purpose. Ultimately, this slide emphasizes that these regulations are broad and inclusive, aiming to create a safe and standardized environment for all civil drone activities. Let's talk about the key requirement for drone registration and UIN. First, you'll need to register your drone through the official Digital Sky platform, which is the government's authorized portal. Make sure to submit all the necessary documentation to complete the process smoothly. Once you've registered, you'll receive a unique identification number, or UIN. This is an important certificate that confirms your drone's legal registration after successful verification and approval. Now, why is this UIN so crucial? It's not just a badge of legality, it's also essential for any legal transfer of ownership. Whether you're selling your drone or transferring ownership, having valid UIN documentation is mandatory. And here's a critical point to remember. Operating or selling a drone without a valid UIN is a serious legal offense under the new legislation. It can lead to criminal charges, so ensuring your drone is properly registered and has a valid UIN is not just good practice, it's the law. Let's take a closer look at the certification requirements for drone pilots in India. First, there's the Remote Pilot Certificate, which is mandatory for all drone operators. To obtain this, you need to go through a rigorous testing and evaluation process to demonstrate your competency. Next, when it comes to authorized training, It's important to remember that training must be completed only at government-approved organizations. These organizations have certified instructors who ensure you receive proper and standardized instruction. Now, even hobbyists or recreational flyers aren't exempt. Depending on where you plan to fly and the specifications of your drone, you might also need certification. This helps regulate safety and ensure responsible flying, whether for work or play. Finally, obtaining and maintaining this certification supports professional development. It helps create a standardized level of competency across India's growing community of drone operators. So, these requirements are not just rules, they're essential for building a responsible and skilled drone ecosystem. Let's take a closer look at the airspace classification system. First, we have the green zone. This is where drones can operate without any restrictions within specific altitude and area parameters, meaning you get immediate flight clearance here. It's essentially the safest and most straightforward zone for drone activities. Next is the yellow zone. This area is controlled airspace, so you can't just fly freely. You need to obtain permission from air traffic control or the local authorities before conducting any operations. It's a step up in terms of regulation, ensuring safety and coordination with manned aircraft. Then we have the red zone, which is a prohibited area. No drone activities are allowed without prior approval from the central government. This is typically reserved for sensitive or critical locations, like military sites or government facilities. It's really important to remember that unauthorized operations in these restricted zones can lead to severe legal consequences. This includes the immediate seizure of the aircraft and potential criminal prosecution. So, understanding these zones is key to ensuring safe and legal drone operations. This classification system ties back to our overall theme of developing safer, smarter drone solutions. By respecting these zones, we can operate more responsibly and avoid legal pitfalls. Now, let's talk about the mandatory safety and security features that are essential under the new regulations. First, we have the government-mandated technical standards, which set the baseline for ensuring safe drone operations across the board. These standards are crucial for maintaining consistency and safety in the industry. Next, we have anti-tampering systems. These are designed to protect both hardware and software from unauthorized modifications, helping to prevent malicious interference or hacking attempts that could compromise safety or security. Then there's real-time traceability. This means continuous location tracking and the ability to transmit flight data at all times. It's vital for monitoring drone activity and ensuring accountability, especially in complex operational environments. And finally, geofencing technology. This automatically enforces boundaries, preventing drones from entering restricted or dangerous zones. It's an important safeguard to prevent accidents or violations of airspace regulations. It's important to remember that operating drones without these mandatory features will be considered illegal under the new framework. These standards are not just recommendations. They are essential for safe, compliant drone use moving forward. Let's now look at the insurance and compensation framework. First, we have the 2.5 lakh death compensation, which is the maximum liability coverage provided in case of fatal accidents involving drone operations. This ensures that in the unfortunate event of loss of life, there's a predefined financial support for the affected families. Next, there's the 1 lakh injury compensation. This mandatory coverage is aimed at providing support for grievous bodily harm caused by drone incidents, helping victims recover without the added stress of financial burden. An important point to highlight is that third-party insurance is now mandatory for all drone operators. This means operators are required to have insurance that covers damages to third parties, which is crucial for accountability and safety. Furthermore, the jurisdiction for drone-related accident cases now falls under motor accident claims tribunals. This change helps ensure that victims receive prompt compensation while also protecting operators from unlimited liability exposure. Overall, this comprehensive protection framework is designed to safeguard both operators and the public from unforeseen circumstances, aligning with the overall goal of creating a responsible and safe drone ecosystem. Now, let's take a closer look at the penalties and enforcement mechanisms in place. First, financial penalties are a key tool. Substantial fines can be imposed for various categories of regulatory violations, serving as a strong deterrent. Moving on, criminal prosecution plays a critical role as well. For serious offenses, including unauthorized operations in restricted zones, individuals can face imprisonment for up to 3 years. Asset seizure is another powerful enforcement measure. Non-compliant aircraft and related equipment can be confiscated immediately to prevent further violations. Lastly, it's important to note that the enforcement authority has been expanded. DGCA officials and police forces now have greater powers to investigate violations, conduct inspections, and initiate legal proceedings. These mechanisms collectively create a robust framework to ensure compliance and uphold regulatory standards. Now, let's look at the final slide, which covers public consultation and next steps. First, we're currently in the phase where the public feedback period is open, and this will run until September 30th, 2025. This is a crucial time for stakeholders to provide their input and share their perspectives. It's your chance to influence the regulations that will shape the future of India's drone ecosystem. Once this consultation period concludes, the comprehensive rules will be officially published. This means the final details will be made available after we gather all the feedback and make any necessary adjustments. Following that, the implementation phase begins. Enforcement will start, but there will be specified transition periods for existing operators. This helps ensure a smooth shift as new rules come into effect. Most importantly, your voice truly matters. By submitting detailed feedback, you can directly influence the final regulations. These rules will govern how drones are operated in India for years to come, so your input is vital. I encourage you all to act now. Participate actively in shaping legislation that impacts your drone operations and business interests. This is your opportunity to be part of the process and ensure the regulations align with your needs and concerns.